Hey everyone, it's Sarah here again. I have a theory about Jaime killing Cersei in the next episode of Game of Thrones. So this is a theory that can apply to the show or the books. The reason I believe that this one might actually happen, because we all know how the show is with dealing with prophecies. And I guess not all prophecies come true, but anyways, this prophecy has recurred a few times in the book, and it has had its own scene dedicated in the show in past seasons. So it was with young Cersei going into the woods, and she met a witch named Maggie the Frog. And she asked Maggie the Frog when she will wed the prince. And the witch said, "Never, you will wed the king." And so she's like, I will be the queen though. And then Maggie says, "Queen you shall be until there comes another, younger and more beautiful, to cast you down and take all that you hold dear." "Will the king and I have children?" she asked. "Oh, aye, 6 and 10 for him, and 3 for you. Gold shall be their crowns, and gold their shrouds," she said. "And when your tears have drowned you, the Valonqar shall wrap his hands about your pale white throat and choke the life from you." And that was in A Feast for Crows. So throughout the series, Cersei has reason to believe that this will come to pass because Maggie was right about her marrying Robert and about the number of children they will have. Cersei did have 3 children, Joffrey, Myrcella, and Tommen. Also, we have Daenerys coming in here trying to steal her throne. So Daenerys is arguably younger and more beautiful than Cersei. And also, Cersei has lost all of her children so far, which she blames Tyrion for a lot of it. She also thinks that Tyrion is going to be the one that kills her because he is her younger brother. And from the prophecy, the Valyrian word Valonqar means younger brother. So ever since she's heard this, she thinks that Tyrion's the one that's going to kill her and her children, and he killed their father, and he's blamed for Joffrey's death. So he's definitely been Cersei's prime target, and I don't think Cersei would ever suspect Jaime just because of the love they had. Even when he kind of betrays her and leaves her and goes to fight in the north, I feel like they still have a very strong connection. So it's very possible that she would bring him back into her life if he came back to her. Many believe that Jaime is actually the one that will kill Cersei, because he is her twin, but he is the younger twin, and so he's also her younger brother. George R.R. Martin also likes to write his stories with the past repeating itself. And when the Mad King wanted to burn down King's Landing, Jaime saved the day by turning his back on his oath as a Kingsguard member, and he slayed him for the greater good. And while Jaime has arguably been a piece of shit for most of the series, we have seen him make an incredible transformation. So when Cersei burned down the Sept with wildfire, he did not kill her, he probably would have for the Mad King, and he did to stop that. But he did leave her. And so when Jaime falls for Brienne, I think this is a huge turning point for him. And at the end of the last episode, we see him list all of the terrible things he did for Cersei, and he leaves Brienne to go back to Cersei. And I don't think this is him regressing back to, loving Cersei, wanting to be with her and joining her side. But I think this might actually be him setting off to make right for all the wrongs that he did. So he admits to Brienne that he and Cersei are hateful, but I'm hoping that this hatefulness leads him to do what needs to be done and to live up to the prophecy. But also as his title of King or Queen Slayer, he has killed past kings before. I think he's not above killing this crazy queen. And he has seen what's happened in the north. He has seen the threats. I'm not sure if he's really on Team Daenerys or anything like that, but I think he knows what Cersei's capable of, and I think he's ready to help end that. This is also a bit of a reach, but in the books, Jaime has a dream where he's beneath Casterly Rock, in which he's with Brienne. Cersei's there, his dad's there, a bunch of people are there. But he has a flaming sword. And so I'll leave the link in the description below because it's a lot to talk about, and I'm not sure how directly it relates to this theory. But this dream made many people feel that Jaime might be Azor Ahai. Obviously he's not Azor Ahai. He's not the one that kills the Night King or anything like this, but this may hint towards him being the one to end Cersei's reign, as she is the remaining true villain of the show. But I think the prophecy with Maggie the Frog is much stronger evidence. And especially with his character arc so far, we have seen him love her, do terrible things for her, and then leave her after she does terrible things. She falls for Brienne, and then I think, Jaime's a very good, he's become a very good person, and he's definitely changed since he's lost his hand. He's got a gold hand now. And when he returns to Cersei, I think it's very possible that, maybe he will play the part, pretend that he's coming back to her, pretend that he loves her to get close to her, to kill her. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he will actually switch sides and support her, which is also very possible. We might get like a Romeo and Juliet, like they die together. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know if Cersei would trust Jaime and let him back into her life. I also don't know what his motive would be to kill her, other than she's crazy and he knows this and that he hates the way she makes him feel and act. Arguably all the bad things that he did were for her, so maybe he feels like if he gets rid of her, he can be a good person. Or maybe he does support Daenerys or Jon, I don't know. But I guess we'll find out in the next episode. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching.